Everyone, welcome back for fun painting time. I'm Doug Bowman, TopDougDesign on the Instagrams, Gooselotto on the weird forums and on the Discord. And today I'm going to be continuing painting up my Hucksters. We've got here the guy we started last stream, who we affectionately named Counterfeit Kevin. Also, his other name is Chicken Legs Charlie, because he's got these scrawny little chicken legs. But yeah, so the last of the Hucksters I've got to paint up. I finished up and did the basing off screen of Ol Randall and Alkaline Agatha. So yeah, I love how just finishing off a base really just makes that model sing. So I'm very excited there. Also, it gives you that moment to, this is something fun that I do when I finish a model, is I sign my name and then I put the date on it. Because then you can go back and see when it was you painted something. So that's good fun. So I'm going to just throw on the painting glasses. And we're going to get going on Kevin here. So I think what I want to do is get doing some more work on the red of his pants. So busting out, I'm going to be going with the blood red from Reaper MSP. Shake, shake, shake the paint. And let's just clean the tip off there. Should be good. All right. Add a little bit. Oh, you can't see that. There you go. Helps if it's on camera, you know. Do that. It's a little bit of the, if you haven't tuned in and seen me paint before, I use Lamy Medium. I rebottle it in a little dropper bottle, and I use that to thin. It's like it's like thinning your paint with more paint. That's a little oversimplification, but it was the way that it was explained to me that really made the idea of it click. And then I go and I test it on the back of my thumbnail just to really make sure that I've got the right consistency I want to work with. All right. There you Making sure I'm in camera. And painting it on his pants. So obviously we've got all the base coats done on this guy. Now we're starting to get, the medium frequency details. Gross details, then moving on to the medium frequency details, and then going to, depending on how this guy goes, we may even get to the fine details and close to finishing him up today, because he is not nearly as detailed. He doesn't have as many little bits going on as the other Hucksters do. Those Old Randall and Agatha had a lot of little fiddly details on them there. Which Huckster is my favorite? You know what? Old Randall, I think, is my favorite. Which, for those who have not tuned in previously, is this guy is the "wanna buy a gun?" And so he is my favorite. It's just he's got a lot of flavor and character to him there. A lot of great textures on him there. Like, I love his hair and the goggles, and he's a fun model. All three of the Hucksters have got a lot of character to them, but he is my favorite. That's why I painted him first. Do some red pants. And red ended up being the through color for these guys here. And so, just doing some nice, very thin red. Very much a glazing, more of a glazing style. Yeah, these are just some fun models. Yeah. Okay, let's do his gloves as long as I've got this color going. Because he's a fancy guy, he's got the gloves that are going to match his boots. That's a thing, right? Like, I know your purse is supposed to match your shoes, so I feel like maybe your gloves should match that as well. I don't know these things. If you see the way I dress, I clearly do not know the fashion at all. I never met a nerdy t-shirt I didn't like. And I'm told that cargo shorts aren't cool anymore. But you know what? I'm going to still wear them. Yeah, that's coming along nicely there. Go back and start to be a little more directional with it on the pants. building up towards those highlights a little bit at a time. So yesterday's Waldo Weekly, that was with the going over the Guaisin and the enslaved spirits, right? There's been so many things coming out at once. I'm like, wait, which day did that come out? Who came out with that one? There's just been so much great, exciting reveals lately. I lose track of which day was which. So the Guaisin looks nasty. Now, hopefully we can get a nice ruling from hey, Weird Kyle, you here? You still here? The community has been debating whether the Vengeance 2 applies if that model did a take the hit. Or is it treated like terrifying and manipulative, where doing the take the hit ends up making it so that you don't resolve terrifying and manipulative, etc. I've been hearing arguments for both, whether or not if the Guaisin does it take the hit, if it does it then give out vengeance. So I would love to hear a ruling on that, Kyle. Because from what I've seen and read, and based off of the errata and the FAQ and stuff, I could see it being argued either way. But if we've got the ear of the designers, and now able to enable that, but your hobby heart loves as well. Yes. Well, Kimberly, if you could pass that question on to Kyle at some point, the community will love him if they are able to answer that at some point. Or at least it's one of those things the players are wondering. But those models, oh man, it's got those creepy, weird arm things going on there. I have no clue what it's like. It's got like no hands and like a crazy broken. It looks deeply disturbing in a wonderful way. Oh, thank you, Eleanor. I am loving this guy. This guy's tons of fun. Just getting the pants, the red through color. All of my Hucksters are getting. It's okay. Hey, you can always just call me, Guslato or TopDougDesigner. Whatever you feel like calling me. Just don't call me late for dinner. Because that'd be awkward because I've got to cook. All righty. Let's see. Let's do his gloves a little more red. And then I think we'll move on to his cloak. Hey, and there's Ben as well. All the people are here. It's all my favorite painters. Hooray. for anyone else who isn't tuned in and been watching, the other paint streams, oh man, I'm loving the work that Ben and Haunted and Eleanor and everyone is putting out. It's just so much cool painting going on right now. I feel privileged to be part of this, painting community. Impromptu meeting of the Esoteric Society of Brush Lickers. I believe that should be our, new term. Yeah. All right. Those pants are looking lovely. Let's move on to the cloak. I think this is where I need the color. Second the motion. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. We are now the Esoteric Society of Brush Lickers. I wish I had a gavel, but I don't have one here right now. It might be a little bit darker than I want. Ooh, we do need a secret handshake. Yeah, it's a little darker than I actually want. So let's go. Where's the leather brown? Is that the next number up? Yep. Ooh, secret Dakota rings? Yes, please. I'm all about that. We'll have to come up with some crazy, weird internet handshake thing. I definitely, to be fair, I definitely, when I'm doing video meetings with friends, I frequently go boom and give them fist bumps, high fives, etc. over the internets like that. Yeah, that's good. Alrighty. Let's use a larger brush. That's right. Okay, there we go. That is the tone I wanted. It's going in and starting to highlight up a little bit more his cloak. At this point, still doing the really broad strokes on this here. We're early in this guy. It's a little bit thick there. So once I finish up these Hucksters, I think I'm then going to do, threw together a Frontier crew on the app earlier. Nice. I have to say that app, oh man, I love the Malifaux app so much because it just lets you play around with all of the ideas and figure things out, even if, let's say, you don't have the cards for it yet. Because you do, in fact, have all of the cards. All of the cards are available to you. And that's just something I love. Keyword, except. Oh, man, I need to get me a sandworm. And make sure, obviously, because, the new movie, the new version of Dune is coming out. So obviously, I need to get a sandworm and play it in honor of Muad'Dib, of course. May his passing cleanse the world. Oh, goodness. Okay, my internet might be cutting out here. Our power just went out. So all right, anyone wondering at home, my power just went out here. I'm running on battery backup right now. That is my okay. Those beeping noises are the uninterruptible power supply that I run my computer on. We'll see if it comes back up. It will hopefully come back up here. Normally it cuts out. That's why I've got the uninterruptible power supply. It's for when the power flickers. So